Hi everyone, I'm Marcy, and if you have 4 overripe bananas, I'm going to share the best possible banana bread recipe that you can use them in. Now, I know most of us already have a banana bread recipe, but believe me when I tell you, you've got to try this one. I have tried countless banana bread recipes through the years and usually go between the one that I grew up with and one that I make with my sourdough starter. But shortly after I moved back to New Mexico, a viewer, Genny Provencio, sent me this recipe, and turns out she used to work at the elementary that I attended, and she actually remembers me as a kid. So we've exchanged emails a couple of times, and I had to tell her that this is the best banana bread I have ever had. Probably because you use 2 whole sticks of butter, but let me go ahead and go over all the ingredients. You'll need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1½ teaspoons baking soda, ½ teaspoon salt, 4 overripe bananas, 1 cup of sugar, 2 sticks of unsalted butter that have been melted and cooled, 2 large eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, and ½ cup of chopped pecans. Now, I've also made this recipe with chopped pistachios, and then I just used pistachio extract, or you can use almond extract, and it is so good. I've made this recipe so many times. It's wonderful. It also calls for a 9 by 5 inch loaf pan that you want to grease and flour. I don't have one that size, so I use 2 smaller ones, which does change the baking time, but I'll go ahead and explain that as we get to that point. Let's go ahead and get started. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Then, in a medium-sized bowl, sift the flour, along with the baking soda and the salt. Once sifted, set the bowl aside. Place 2 of the bananas in a small bowl and lightly mash them with a fork. You want them to have a bit of texture, so you're not mashing them completely. Now, in a separate, larger bowl, I'm going to cream together the 2 remaining bananas and the sugar. I'll be using my electric hand mixer for this and just whipping until I'm left with a light and fluffy banana cream. Next, add in the melted butter, the 2 eggs, and the 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Continue using the electric hand mixer to beat everything together. Once fully mixed, we can add in the dry ingredients. Here again, you want to mix just until everything is combined, scraping the sides of the bowl with the rubber spatula as necessary. Once everything is incorporated, add in the chopped pecans and the lightly mashed bananas. And this time you'll want to just fold them in with a spatula. You should still be able to see pieces of banana swirling around in the batter. Now pour the batter into your prepared baking pan or pans and spread it out as evenly as possible with the spatula. Give the pans a quick tap on the counter to get out any air bubbles. and place them into the oven to bake until golden brown and a toothpick inserted in the middle comes out clean. A 9x5 pan can take anywhere from 1 hour to an hour and 15 minutes. But because I'm baking mine in 2 pans, the smaller one took only 45 minutes and the larger one took 50 minutes. Just be sure to keep an eye on it. So you're going to want to leave the bread in the pan to cool for about 10 minutes before you take them out and turn them onto a cooling rack. Then you want it to cool completely before you slice and serve it. We got sort of a late start today, so it already got dark on me, but this banana bread is cool now, so I can go ahead and cut into it. I did want to point out first, though, that you can actually see the pieces of banana in there. Really makes a difference, the 4 bananas as opposed to the 2 bananas that were in my old recipe. It just makes it really wonderful when you bite into one of those pieces of banana. But I'm going to go ahead and cut into this, and I already know that Tony will heat his and put butter on it, but I like mine just plain. I also like the end pieces. So let me grab this one, and it looks so good. It is so delicious. It's got just the right amount of sweetness, very banana-y, if that's a word. And then of course you've got the pecans in there that make it wonderful. And that extra butter is what makes it so moist. It's not gonna be one of those dry banana breads at all. It's absolutely wonderful. I want to thank Genny Provencio for sending in this recipe. And Genny, I will be sending you a free Marcy inspired Chili Snob t-shirt for letting me use your recipe. You know, Genny also sent me a recipe for a delicious pumpkin cake that I made several times this past winter. So maybe I'll share that with you all this coming fall. But I just want to say in the meantime that I really hope you try this recipe, and definitely let me know in the comments what you think, because I'm telling you, as soon as I tried this one, I never went back to my old recipe again. Thanks so much for checking out this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I also invite you to follow me at Marcy Inspired on Instagram and Facebook. Until next time, blessings from my kitchen to yours.